Alright guys, what's going on? We've got the third war of Season 22 here, and today For Loki is going to be facing NewN. As most people know, NewN are very good. They are definitely in the top 3 as far as war attack alliances go. NewN, ASR, Kenobi, For Loki, and then I know that there's a couple of other alliances that kind of go for top 3 quite a bit. So we know this is going to be a tough war. Let's go ahead and take a look at their defense here. I'm going to be starting off on path 2 in section 1, so I'm kind of scouting that area out first. Let's see here. Invisible Woman on path 5 in section 1. That's okay placement because she can go invisible when you knock her down, but I don't really see that giving anyone very much trouble. I see a node on Korg, or a Korg on node 23, so I pretty much know I'm going to be taking that fight. They do have quite a few rank 3 6-star defenders. Let's see here, Mole Man on the Footloose node and Kinetic Transference. That's pretty good placement. There's a rank 3 6-star Dr. Doom on path 7 in section 2, and that is a very hard fight. They put a Wasp on that shared fight there. That's interesting. And then there's a Nick Fury on the Hazard Shift Mini. I have a feeling I'm going to be taking that one, but at this point I don't know that for sure. And there's like a rank 3 Apocalypse on the Stunning Reflection node, so a lot of tricky placements here. No Corvus charges in section 1, so we're going to go ahead and join. Our team's going to be Omega, Deadpool, and Quake. This is going to be a longer war for me. I had, I think it was 9 fights. So here we are, path 2 in section 1. This is going to be Power Struggle and Steady Build-Up Fury. I did die to Steady Build-Up Fury last season, so my main goal in this fight is just going to be to make sure that he doesn't gain any Furies. I'll take block damage. I don't really care about that, but I want to make sure that I'm throwing my specials. Because on this node, if he uses a special attack, you're going to lose your power, and you're only going to gain power when he has it. So I just want to make sure here that I am getting my power. With Killmonger getting extra power when you apply a debuff to him, I probably could have gotten to my special 2 more, but at this point in the fight, I think I had some PTSD about the Steady Build-Up Fury fiasco against Hyperion with Dr. Doom. So here we go. I'm gonna build up a couple spores, just try to take back some recoil damage, parry the special 2 when I can. Go in here, apply degen, hold block, and that should kill him. Okay, so first fight down, not a huge deal. This is the fight that I was more worried about. This is going to be a Sasquatch, and it's only a rank 2 6-star, and he is unawakened. And this is going to be Brute Force Power Focus 1 and Steady Build Up Fury again. So I'm going to use a Power Start 1 boost for this fight. And I was very uncomfortable about this fight because when he gets Wrath, he goes unstoppable when he uses a special attack or heavies. So it's really hard to get an in when he is in Wrath. So here I'm going to go in here. I'm going to use a special 2, and you can see that I got the special 2 bug again with Omega Red. So this pretty much settles it. I am not going to be using special 2s in war anymore with Omega Red until that is fixed. Luckily I didn't get punished for it. However, I definitely could have. It could have gotten pretty messy. So we're just going to pretend it didn't happen and keep going. Now he is in Wrath, so you're going to see here he's going to throw a heavy attack, and I thought for sure he would go unblockable, so I didn't punish it right away. But then after the second time I realized that he just wasn't getting it, so I went in and punished the second time, and yeah, that fight ended up being no problem. I think it would be more problematic for someone besides Human Torch if he was awakened because of the healing, but Unawakened, he's really not a problem. So, alright, this is going to be a rank 3 6-star Korg on node 23. This is Mixmaster and Power Focus 1. So I'm always going to start this fight blocking to build up spores, do a 3-hit combo, and then parry and heavy. Go on doing the same thing here. Lock in. So you can see that I've already got like 26 spores. He is absolutely melting. This fight is going perfect. And there I was just a little bit late to apply my degen. So quite a few of the spores fell off. And that's kind of like one of the harder things about using Omega. So here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save my special 3 in case of emergencies. And right there, I didn't have any spores on him. He had 4 prowess. And I just didn't want to risk pushing him above a bar of power. So I decided I'm going to go ahead. I use my special 3 to reset a little bit. Heal a little bit. You can see he has 6 prowess right now, so it feels like it's getting a little bit out of control. I need to get those down quickly. So there we go, we're back to just 1 now. I'm going to heavy one more time, even though I know it's not going to do anything, just to get rid of the prowess. Alright, lock in a couple more spores. Back up. And I am going to throw my special 2 here. I've done it against Korg. I know that the spacing is okay, and I'm not going to get hit with that bug, but that will finish the fight. So now I'm going to move up here. This is going to be a rank 3 6-star Human Torch, and I'm going to use Quake for this fight. This is EMP Modification and Enhanced Energy Attacks. So basically, since Human Torch, I think all of his hits are energy-based. If you mess up, he'll just hit harder. But this is an easily quakeable fight, so I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to get myself in the corner, and then I'm going to fast forward the entire fight. I'm very comfortable fighting Human Torch. He has a big, slow second medium, so it's very obvious. So it helps avoid second, or like extra dashbacks, when you can see the second medium so clearly. Especially when it's a slower one that takes him a little bit longer to recover from. So here we go, we're a little bit less than a minute into the fight. Last set of aftershock charges is going to go ahead and kill him. So that fight went pretty well. That's pretty much the first half of my war done. I'm going to go into this fight with Colossus now. I've taken this fight quite a few times. As long as you have a point in Coagulate, you can actually heal off of this node. I actually didn't mean to heal Omega Red as much as I did because I wanted to get willpower healing and save a potion, but I kind of forgot and I ended up healing him anyway before I boosted. So basically for this fight, you just want to hit him as little as possible. You want to just like lock in your spores, hit him once or twice to keep your spacing, and just stay close. So here he's going to throw a heavy, no big deal. Reapply the degen. You can see we've done 15 hits, and that's going to be it. So we did finish with a full yellow bar. Alright, so now we are going to move along to this rank 3 6-star Clairvoyant. This fight isn't too bad at all. I'm assuming this was a diversity placement. But yeah, basically, I think that it was like, I forget what the nodes were, but it was nothing that matters. Omega Red will just completely melt her here. This person is running Mystic Dispersion though, so she's going to get her special 1s a lot faster, which is completely fine because her special 1 gives me a bleed. And when I get that bleed, she gets more spores. So this fight is going to be very easy for Omega Red or Quake. It really doesn't matter. I was a little bit early to lock in my degen there. Not a huge deal. Go ahead and finish the fight. That was like 30 seconds, I think. So now we're going to be moving up. This is going to be a rank 3 6-star Morningstar. And this is Buffet and Strike Counter power gain rate. It doesn't matter for Quake at all. She's not going to be hitting the opponent. So I am going to go ahead and speed this fight up as well. I'm very comfortable Quaking Morningstar with class advantage. You just do so much damage. So yeah, and I am pretty heavily boosted because I'm taking 2 more fights after this. One of them I wasn't originally assigned, and I said that I was really comfortable with it even though I hadn't done it before, so I boosted really big, wanted to make sure that I didn't die. At this point in the war, my battle group had not died once, and we were going for the final push here. I did not want to be the person to mess it up for everybody. So there we go. That fight is down, super easy. You can see how much health I'm losing to suicides though, and you'll see it a lot in this fight too. So this is a rage and a return policy. So basically all this means for Quake is that it's going to be a longer fight. Her concussion and her aftershock charges will not bypass the rage cap. So my aftershocks are only going to do like 6,000. So, and since it's a rank 3 6-star, I'm just going to have to do a lot more cycles. So, you can see how much health I'm losing, but I have not made contact with him once, and that's why this is a pretty good placement, because you can't use parry style Quaking as a crutch for this fight. Like, if you start parrying and you parry 20 times, he's going to cause some issues for you, so especially if you're running willpower. So here we go, another aftershock cycle, and it looks like we're gonna have one more to go. You can see it's about a 2-minute fight, and that will be the end of that. And luckily I don't need Quake anymore this war. I do have one more fight, and it's going to be this rank 3 6-star Nick Fury on Hazard, Shift, Incinerate, and Poison. So this is the node that I was worried about. I have taken it one other time. I took it, I think it was against Kenobi last season. I'm pretty sure it was against Kenobi. And I was really worried about it then. I'm really worried about it now. And I do think that I play it a little bit better this time. So basically I just want to hit him as little as possible. I want to do like 2-3 hit combos maybe when he has his Incinerate phase up. And even when he has the Poison up, I just want to stand close to him and keep my spores up. That's really all I'm trying to do. And I really don't want him throwing specials, especially special ones. So here we go, lock in our spores. We want him to throw the special 2 now. And I'm going to try to lock in my spores right when he goes into his life model decoy. So here we go, he's at like 20%. I know I'm going to need to lock them in one more time after this. So that's just to get his health a little bit lower. And then here he is going to throw the special 1, unfortunately. Did not really want him to do that. He's at 1%, going to lock in my spores. And that will lock them in into his second life as well. So now I just want to get him to 10 spores, lock in the degen again. And the idea here is to just absolutely melt him. I'm just holding block, locking in spores, doing the same thing over and over again here. So here I'm going to go in for a 5-hit combo, throw the special 3, and hopefully it kills him, but if not, it's not a huge deal. So let's see what happens. Alright, so there we go. That's 9 fights for me. 9 successful fights for me. There's one more fight after this. This was the last fight before the boss. And the Legacy is going to hop into the boss right now. And as you can see, he did solo. We ended up getting 50 out of 50 attack bonuses. We did not die a single time as a battle group against one of the better defenders in the game. So super proud of everyone in my battle group. That is definitely not easy to do. People have off wars all the time, myself included. So to get 10 people on the same page is pretty crazy. So at this point the war was like pretty close. I thought we might lose, but I didn't want to call it for sure, and we actually ended up tying. We cleared a little bit earlier than them. We were down. They had 6 deaths, we had 8, so we kind of assumed that we had lost, but they ended up losing 2 attack bonuses towards the end of the war, and we actually tied. So tying is kind of the worst case scenario for both alliances. I'm not sure what the thought process is. Like, you can see 8-8. We did get an MVP spot, which is pretty nice. Shout out to everyone else who did as well. And I actually did end up getting a card for this war. This is the new platinum card that Tater's made. I think it looks so good. Probably my favorite one that he's made so far. It just looks so good. And these were the other cards. And as you can see, the point difference, the power rating difference from platinum to silver was 0.2 points. So that is super, super close. I definitely wasn't expecting to get the platinum one. But great job to FaZe and Mike, and I will see you guys in the next war.